What is going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be going over the brief information that we know about the global worldwide 350 million download celebration. So this is, of course, for both global and JP players. This is not for one game or the other. This is for both, okay? Clearly, as you guys already know, in the game right now, both versions have seen the LR Mr. Satan campaign. Just it works like every other LR campaign. Have them SA20, have them an LR status, and have them rainbowed. And when it ever starts, we don't actually know the actual time and day just yet. You will get a bunch of missions that are going to give you your orbs back. You're going to get, it's usually 10 Kais now, if I remember correctly, and 20, 30-ish stones, give or take. Not really sure how it's going to work out. But anyway, regardless, you guys know that already, right? But the big thing is that V-Jump is coming up, obviously, right? Now, V-Jump's official release is the 21st Japan time, and it's the 18th, which is generally around the time we start to see scans show up on the internet, you know, leaks, all that fun stuff. And while the V-Jump is never going to show the big Dokkan, the dual Dokkan Fest cards, right? You know, they'll do it maybe for New Year's and everything, but they never do it for year 3, year 4, year 5. They didn't do it for 300 million downloads. They didn't do it for 350 or anything. Generally, they reserve that for some kind of live stream. However, because of the pandemic, I would personally expect to see something very similar along the lines of a Dokkan Now thing that Global gets with Twitter, right? So you had the Dokkan Nows with like the Kalkin Goku and some of the other cards that you guys got, right? So it won't be a live stream. I'd be very shocked if they did a live stream, just simply because a lot of companies, even here in, oh, I'm gonna call it now, backwards Tokyo sometimes, with how old-fashioned a lot of companies here can be. A lot of people are working from home right now during this pandemic, so if anything, I would expect some kind of Dokkan Now kind of video reveal thing to show what the units are, the big Dokkan Fest units. But the V-Jump is obviously going to show us other things, right? And we have a little bit of a leak. Not from our usual guy, though, but this guy is very reliable. He generally sees the leaks over here in Japan through his contacts, I'm assuming. And then he just posts them up here. So I'm going to quickly translate this stuff real quick, show you guys what it is. Refer back to the 300 million download celebration of what about where it kind of lines up and everything like that, and just kind of go over some general things, okay? So first thing right here, okay, so obviously just V-Jump, okay, very simple. Okay, Suini means it's coming, all right? So there is going to be a brand new Majin Buu story event. So this is Majin Buu right here, the kanji / katakana with it. This kanji right here is story, and then this is, oops, that is event right there. So story event, okay? So a new Majin Buu story event is coming, where you're going to be able to farm up a Mr. Satan or Hercule, okay, a free-to-play card, and a Goku. Now, when I initially saw this, and by the way, I was live on Twitch when we were doing this, so I already translated this for everybody, but originally when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, is this like a combo card or something like that? Like, are they going to transform, you know, free, you know, Patara fuse and everything? Because that was technically, you know, hinted at in, you know, the show and everything. But no, they are two separate cards, because this kanji right here, it means to obtain. So you obtain these cards, and then what it, and the way to notify it is that he says right here that these two characters, so this is obviously 2, this is the kanji for body, so 2 physical things essentially. You'll be able to Dokkan Awaken them. This is the kanji for Dokkan Awaken. So both of this free-to-play Goku and this free-to-play Mr. Satan are going to be able to Dokkan Awaken into, I'm assuming a TUR, obviously. No idea what they do. No idea if Goku's base, if he's Super Saiyan. I mean, based on this, it just simply says Goku, Son Goku. And this is Mr. Satan. So yeah, no idea what they're going to do or anything like that. Will they have exchange mechanics, anything? We're not really sure, right? Now, I should also mention something real quickly, that we don't actually have the V-Jump scan, so potentially the V-Jump scans could show a little bit of extra stuff, but I am going to go over a couple of things that I did notice when looking back at the 300 million download celebration, and just kind of comparing the two things, okay? Anyway, to finish this things out though, there will be a global campaign, a worldwide global campaign. I use the word global because that, you know, encompasses the entire Earth, but I always have to realize that JP is quote unquote a separate game. So I'm gonna use worldwide now, okay? So if I say worldwide, it's for everybody. If I say global, it's for global. If I say JP, it's for JP, all right? I'm probably gonna forget that by the next video, but hey, it is what it is, right? Anyway, we have a worldwide campaign for 100 stones, to obtain 100 stones. Now, oh God, this is it. This is the new ticket. This is the 55 ticket. Oh God, where are my stones? Oh God, what did I just start? What did I just start? It's gonna be this and the other tickets we're gonna be talking about. Oh God, I'm gonna milk this for everything it's worth. You guys asked for it. You guys asked for it. You started this with JP's 5th year anniversary. I'm gonna keep it going finally, all right? You know what? It's never dying. I've accepted it. Let's move on, right? Anyway, somehow through this, I don't know if this is technically the countdown or if it relates to, which I'll get into a little bit more details in a little bit, but this right here, potentially this could be where the 100 stones is going to be from, okay? Again, I'll get into that in a second. Then the final bit of information, which I don't think is really a shock to anyone now, is that the LR Mr. Satan is going to get an easy area, or an easy A awakening, which is going to be via an easy area, because pretty much aside from the normal Dokkan Fest cards, there have been easy areas, okay? Now, another thing I do want to quickly say real quick before we go into the 100 stone thing, do not expect a Dokkan Fest easy A. No Int Kid Buu, no STR Janemba, no, SSJ3 Angel Goku or anything like that. Last year for the 300 million download celebration, we had both easy areas and an easy A via the raid event, or just a normal easy A, right? But it was not for a Dokkan Fest card, okay? So we didn't do it for the 5th year anniversary either. We didn't do the 4th year anniversary. So do not expect any of that stuff, okay? Expect easy areas, which again, right here, as you clearly see on the screen, this is going to be an easy area for him. And expect probably some kind of normal easy A / raid. A lot of people are expecting the very OG STR Spirit Bomb Goku and the Int Vegeta, the nukers, the ones that have been around forever. A lot of people are expecting those guys to get maybe a combined easy A event where it's going to be maybe via the raid, very similar to how the Gohan had his last year's, if you guys remember that. So we don't know any of those extra details, but that's what a lot of people are assuming. But do not expect an actual Dokkan Fest easy A. That will be after the celebration. And who knows, maybe it will be Int Kid Buu after that. That'd be kind of cool. All right. Anyway, so we've gone over what is basically leaked via the V-Jump. Now, there are two things missing from this that a lot of people expected to see last year, okay? First one being the tickets, right? The big ticket banner, okay? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, essentially what it is the moment the 300 million download celebration started last year, all the way until now, which generally it's around the 18th, 19th, maybe even the 15th, it's always within around this middle time of August, okay? Is depending on how many stones you used on banners, singles, multis, you name it, you would get a ticket on this ticket banner coming in the celebration. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm of course referring to this right here. The thank you for your passionate support. To express your gratitude, celebration summon tickets will be sent to all players, okay? And essentially what this was is that for every 50 stones that you used from at this time for this celebration, this was 2 years ago, all the way until this time, then you got tickets, okay? So say for example, you used 1,000 stones over the course of a year, 1,000 divided by 50, you got that many tickets, okay? So if you want to calculate how many stones you've used, go ahead. I don't know if anyone actually keeps track of that or anything, but regardless, we had this last year, we had it the year before that, all that fun stuff, okay? Banners were so-so. They were okay. Hopefully a little better this year. And yes, they were the same on both JP and Global, by the way, all right? So anyway, this was shown in the V-Jump last year for the time, okay? But until I see the actual scan, all we have to go off of is this right here, okay? So initially, we're assuming we are going to see a 350 million ticket, download banner, essentially, right? So that is going to include pretty much the units from 250 all the way to the 300 million download, excluding the Dokkan Fest LRs, obviously. And no, by the way, I do not expect the Blue Boys to come back in the actual Dokkan Fest banner. But regardless, from whatever stones you used from August of 2019 all the way until now, basically, you're going to get some amount of tickets, okay? And the way that these are distributed usually is that on the actual day it's supposed to come, then based on your account's final number, so your Dokkan account's final number at some hour, depending on what that number is, they've done everything Akatsuki has. They will say, okay, if your number ends in 9, you're gonna get your tickets at this time on this day. It's all within the first couple of days that this banner actually becomes available. And according to Team Dokkaner, that is supposedly supposed to be coming on the 21st, apparently, which it feels really early. I don't know why. I don't know why this feels really early. But he says the banner's going to be out, but the tickets will be distributed. At least last year they distributed on the 26th, which would have been around here. So maybe around the 24th or 25th is when we're going to start to see the tickets, and I can already see the hashtag where are my tickets, as we always get every year. But regardless, that is also usually shown on the VJump scan. So when if the official VJump scan does come out and you see it and it says something about tickets, it's pretty much going to be word for word what we saw last year and the year before that and everything. Okay, again, for every 50 stones that you spent, then you get 1 ticket, and then those tickets will be distributed out sometime near the end of the month. Okay, and you summon on the banner, you hopefully get some decent pulls, and you hope you get some good dupes or anything like that, or new cards. You never know, right? Some new LRs might be added in from the general LR banners, but no Dokkan Fest LRs. Don't expect them. Don't expect any, you know, previous categories that have come out within the last, you know, couple of months or anything like that. It's probably going to be up to the LR Gohan and Cell banners from last year, of course, minus the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the minus the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, minus the Super Saiyan Gohan, and the LR Cell. All 4 of those 4 LRs, okay? Minus those guys, probably all those units are going to be on this ticket banner, okay? Then finally, the last thing to go over real quick is just simply what in the world is this global campaign, or this worldwide campaign, worldwide, both global and JP, this worldwide campaign for obtaining 100 stones or something like that, right? Like, is every player really about to get 100 stones? And the only thing that I can relate it to in any way possible, essentially, was last year we did have something like this where if 7 countries or more were able to place first place in the stores, so Apple and Google stores, then every single player, no matter what, on both versions of the game, got 50 Dragon Stones. Now, obviously, I know this wording is very different from this wording right here, obtaining 100 Dragon Stones, getting top grossing, essentially, right? Those are very different words. This is the closest thing I could find to, because there was nothing in here about obtaining 100 Dragon Stones. I even went to the countdown thing here, where it was just simply getting some login bonuses, some extra tickets to throw onto the ticket banner, and then this was the actual that ticket banner, but in stone form and everything. And then this was a worldwide campaign, returning campaign, which mostly benefited returning players. Not really. We got some stones if we were veteran players, but nothing too much. And obviously, normal Dokkan Fest events are back and all that fun stuff. Story events, quadrupled XP, yada yada stuff. Okay. So obviously that doesn't look anything like this right here for obtaining 100 stones. So maybe we'll see more information on that in the VJump, and I will do a very, very small like Twitter video or something like that, post it on there, link it in my YouTube channel, all that fun stuff, right? But regardless, as of right now, we have no idea what this means. But hey, 100 stones for everybody, if we're reading this correctly. Gresh, I even double checked with Gresh, he even posted on his own Twitter page. Yeah, I guess we're all getting 100 free stones. I don't know if that is what it is, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you excited? I've been seeing a lot of people not as hyped for this, and I definitely do chalk that up more to the pandemic than anything. They really haven't been doing this like big countdown thing before, and I could have sworn before then we knew more information about this countdown and this big campaign that's going to be coming a little bit earlier last year. At least what it feels like. Again, it's been a year. I don't really remember. That was back in the summer. So regardless, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on the easy area for the LR Satan, or Mr. Satan, I should say. It's not a Mr. Satan or Boo. It's just a Mr. Satan. Let me know your thoughts on the free to play Goku and Mr. Satan and all that fun stuff, and we'll have to go from there. So keep your eyes on my Twitter account though, and keep an eye on my Twitch as well, because like tomorrow, by the time most of you might be seeing this, or later on after you've watched this, I'll be live on Twitch. We might be playing a different game, but we're going to be talking non-stop 350 million download celebration stuff for the next couple of weeks. So let me know your thoughts. So anyway, guys, that's me for the video though. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one. Johnny.